Okay, we chose D because plants take in carbon dioxide and they spit out oxygen and they take the energy, they get energy from the carbon dioxide which helps the tree grow and put out more leaves.
We chose G because chlorophyll is in plant cells. Or we chose G for chlorophyll because we think that plants need chlorophyll to make it possible for the plants to convert CO2 into oxygen.
Questions for the team?
Jackie?
What's chlorophyll?
It's what makes it possible for plants to convert sunlight, CO2, and water into oxygen.
I've drank chlorophyll before. Is that what you buy at the store?
You can. My wife drinks that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drink a plant cell? Maybe you'll grow into a big tree. Basically.
Well, maybe they think what you just said.
Clogs come from
Oxygen and chlorophyll.
You say convert carbon dioxide, sunlight, and water into and
Air.
in the form of sugar. Yes. So you guys have this. This team has a really good idea of what this photosynthesis thing is because I couldn't have said it any better. That was well put.
No.
Yeah. Any other questions for the team? You guys are asking great questions. All right, let's give them a hand. Good job.
We chose G because all the other answers help some chlorophyll grow, which is the matter that the wood is made of, and also something is a big factor of photosynthesis.
Questions for this team?
And all these here are what helps this thing grow. And that, carbon dioxide.
Why do you guys think it's that answer?
We know
Yes.
so.
Because all the materials I poorly drawn on here agree with
Oh my god.
that.
Any other questions for the team? Chlorophyll. Team chlorophyll. So we got 2 votes for chlorophyll.
Sam.
Okay. So do you guys choose chlorophyll because it helps the tree breathe?
Grow. Yeah.
It makes it green.
So, you know, I'm agreeing with because we looked at it when we were drawing plant cells. Chlorophyll's in plant cells. It's not in animal cells. It does make it green, and like Team 8 said, it helps them convert the sunlight, the carbon dioxide, and the water, so that sunlight is light energy, right? Carbon dioxide is carbon and what? Oxide, and oxide is oxygen. So CO2, right? What's water?
H2O.
So it's hydrogen and oxygen. So all those things combine and they make something called glucose, and the plant gives off oxygen as a gas that we need to breathe to live, right?
Yes.
Wow, so that's photosynthesis. So according to the last 2 teams we just heard from, that chlorophyll is what the wood and the leaves are made of. Okay, so Sam, does that... So that's what they're saying.
Okay.
Okay, that's what they're saying. Am I right in paraphrasing what you're saying?
Sure.
Okay, do you guys agree with that? Okay, so that's what they're saying. All right, I just wanted to clarify. Any other questions for this team? Let's give them a hand. Good job.
Because most things stay in your nose.
Wait, city?
I think it's minerals because most things take in minerals.
All right, questions for this team?
Why do you think it's minerals? Just explain in like detail.
Because maybe minerals help the tree grow.
Carbon dioxide because the world started out with it. Some oxygen from, and also feeds off carbon. The biggest part of trees' life is carbon. Trees wouldn't survive without carbon.
Okay, so questions for this team about carbon. Carbon. Not just carbon dioxide, but the carbon part of it.
So why wasn't the trees without carbon? No, that was meant to be with the so why wouldn't the trees live without carbon dioxide? Because it needs them. They're gonna have them to live. Because they have to have that. How do those trees breathe? They're not like walking like that. How do we tell them to breathe? They don't breathe. What did you say that they breathe? They soak in. How do you guys have to?
They have the characteristics of life.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
You said they breathe in. No, you said they. No. We said I breathe in.
Mackenzie, Audrey had a thought. What was your
Okay,
thought?
they have the characteristics of life, though they don't breathe air, but they breathe carbon dioxide.
So this was a good discussion right here. We're getting some more ideas, okay? So we know from what people have already said that they need carbon dioxide, they give off oxygen. But I think what we're not clear on is that breathing? Do trees do anything else besides just that? Those are questions we got to figure out.
Okay, we chose D for carbon dioxide.
You copy.
And we picked carbon dioxide because plants need it to breathe and wood is made of carbon fiber.
Did you copy?
All right.
E is A because every plant needs water to grow. Without water, the tree would just be a seed in dirt. We also chose A because sunlight helps with photosynthesis and helps it grow.
All right, questions.
We also
Oh, sorry.
because trees need chlorophyll to convert carbon to oxygen.
So you're choosing 3 things? Okay.
And water cannot just magically produce a tree, because if it was water, you know, it should just be water. Maybe if water had something else in it, it could produce a tree, but not just water. And then it would take more than just soil to make a tree. Just like how it would take more than just a female to make a child. You have to have other steps to make the final product. And then carbon dioxide is what you breathe out. So I'm pretty sure me going, a tree doesn't just grow. You know, you feel me, dog? Because I don't think every time I breathe out, a tree grows. Because that'd be pretty intense. And then oxygen is what you breathe in, which makes you live. So the things in the air doesn't make these huge trees that are like bigger than me, because if I could breathe in something that made a tree, that wouldn't work out good, because what if a tree started growing inside my lungs and I'd just like and die. And then chlorophyll is supposedly, I learned this something today, is what makes the plants green. How could it make a tree if it's what makes something turn green? You'd have to kind of be already alive to turn something a different color, you feel me? So I'm pretty sure that chlorophyll does not make a huge tree. So I thought the most thing that made sense was minerals, because minerals can be, it's not just one thing, there's different types of minerals and different kinds of minerals. You know, so I was thinking maybe this one mineral set off kind of like, like a seed, and then it started kind of spreading. Got bigger.
All right.
That is what I think.
Questions for this team? Raise your hands and they will call on you.
Levi.
Isn't carbon dioxide when it's breathed in? Oxygen
Yeah, but I said what I breathe in. I breathe out. Yeah, but
Yeah, so vice versa.
So, isn't there a possibility that a tree breathes in carbon dioxide?
yeah, it does.
Uses that to grow?
It does use it to grow, but it doesn't. But that's not how just it will grow, because it has to be other steps, and then it just decides carbon dioxide, because it will help it grow. You know, you have to have carbon dioxide to make a tree grow, but you can't just have carbon dioxide and have it grow. You know, you have to have the seed, the water, sunlight. You know, it's kind of like step.
Everything has its one use. So what if carbon dioxide is used to grow?
But,
Those other
but,
things are just alive.
yeah, but does it need water to grow? Doesn't it need water to grow?
Yeah, and you said that to grow too.
Because that's its food. It needs all those steps, so it can't just be one of them. It has to be all of them. That's my point. I don't think minerals just made a tree grow. I think it takes multiple different things to make a tree grow. But I think minerals could be more than one thing, so it could be more than just one step. Because it could be like the minerals that feed it. It could be other things.
Good conversation there. Any other questions? Does that leave you satisfied here? You got what you need?
Yeah.
All right, let's give them a hand. Good job.
We think that most of the matter is made of CO2 because we make in CO2 and give out oxygen. So this tree right here, the tree breathe in CO2 and breathe out oxygen. That's about it.
All right, questions for this team?
How does that answer the question? It wasn't the question. The giant sequoia tree is one of the largest trees on the earth. Oh wait, never mind. Where did most of the matter that makes up the wood and leaves of this huge tree originally come from? That's just saying how the tree breathes.
So they're saying, so here, let me get this straight. You're saying that the wood and the leaf, if we break it down to the smallest thing, smaller than a cell, it's made up of carbons and oxygens in the CO2? Okay. So I got a maybe, and that's good. That's good. So that's something I want you to be thinking about, because if that's what you're saying, then you have an answer to the question. Because that's what the question's asking. What is that wood? What is that made of? What these tables? What is wood?
Wood is made of wood.
Got to break it down.
We think minerals because oxygen and carbon dioxide are gases, and trees aren't really made of gases. And leaves have chlorophyll, but not a trunk. The leaves are made of chlorophyll.
So you're saying it could be the actual elements from the air or the carbon dioxide, but you're saying it's more minerals than carbon or oxygen? All right, so you're sticking to your...
We chose minerals because the dirt has minerals, a lot of them, and the tree wasn't. And if the tree wasn't minerals, the tree wouldn't be as big as the sort of minerals was in the dirt. And the others were and then the other trees wouldn't be as big as these.
Carbon dioxide because trees fill with oxygen and filters out the carbon dioxide, leaving it in the tree, which means that's what the leaves and bark are made of.
The dirty air goes in and the clean air goes out. Carbon dioxide filters out and stays in the tree while the clean air filters out for us to breathe.
Have you guys heard that though? That trees are what take carbon out of the air?
Yeah.
So where's the carbon going?
Inside the tree to make.
It makes the wood, it concentrates.
Hmm.
It shows minerals and looking for trees to grow. Minerals are part of the to make up the wood in the leaves because there's different minerals in each living thing. But we also think that sunlight helps the tree grow.
We knew that wood was not made of sunlight. We knew it wasn't made of water, soil, carbon dioxide, or oxygen, but we couldn't decide if it was from minerals or chlorophyll.
It has many minerals and nutrients in it, so it can grow leaves which shows it can